Now, you've heard of YouTube, the service that lets you upload pointless video clips to the internet, but what if you could do the same thing over the actual television network? Well, there is one town in the world where they've been doing just that. Paul Mason has been given an exclusive look at the new technology, and it's not in Silicon Valley.
I'm on a slow train to a small town, and it's in Belgium. Can life be any more exciting? I'm here because it's the first place in Europe to get do-it-yourself community television. It's based on the internet, but it's not like the internet, and people here say it's changed the whole way they communicate. Lommel in Flanders prides itself on being high-tech. Everybody here has an electronic ID card. So the government chose this place for an experiment. It works like this. You upload a film via the internet to a channel run by you. It's the same kind of technology as Sky Plus, except it's you, not Rupert Murdoch, who decides what's on it. Anybody with a set-top box can watch your channel, but they need your permission. And those running this small-town social laboratory are thinking big.
People will get to know really well the language of the image.
Meet the men who run the Ballendeek channel.
Kom hier maar even voor uw auto's staan.
Paul is a van driver. The man in drag is a brickie. The guy with the car, a local odd-job man. Ballendeek is a relatively poor area where there's been tension between the Flemish, Turkish and Moroccan communities. They're filming a kind of public information film about how to deal with inter-ethnic problems. They spend most of their spare time doing this, and, says Paul, one of the film editors, it's all about changing the way the rest of the town sees this neighbourhood.
It means that we live together. That's one. And we want the other people look to us. We can work with a Turkish man, a Flemish man, or a Dutch man, or a Moroccan man, or a Spanish man. We can work together.
There are 100 separate channels being run by people here, so plenty to do on a rainy day. And it's not only social clubs involved, but families. And it's here you notice the difference with the internet. Geert van Bommel sits on the committee that runs Lommel TV. He was one of the first users, and now he's hooked.
First time you do this, it's weird to see yourself on TV. But then you start thinking about it, and it's like, but TV has power, maybe more power, it's more powerful as a medium than the internet, in a way, because it's in everybody's living room.
He's mainly broadcasting to a closed audience of friends and family, and it's the closed and local nature of this that makes it so riveting.
I feel it more of being in control again of this medium, because there's the internet, of course. You have things like YouTube and so. There's a lot of stuff on there, and while the internet is growing, there's so much information coming that you come to this point where there's too much information, and you find everything about the world and what's going on, but you don't even know your local what's going on locally.
Now, this experiment has powerful backers. The Belgian state, for one, thinks it can improve social cohesion. For Alcatel-Lucent, the company that runs the network, it's about finding what people do if you give them the same kind of control over TV as they have on the internet.
the internet penetration is not where it should be. We are at levels here in Belgium at 50+%. But what we do know is that a television set is in the home of every single family. So we wanted to have the same experience on the television set instead of on the PC through the internet. Second point, which is also very relevant here, is that everybody can put whatever content on the internet. As a parent, I'm always worried about what my children are seeing on the PC. Here, in the Lommel TV trial, what we do is, through the television set, we know who has put what on the channel. So this means that all the content is basically the content created by that community and can only be seen by that community.
But to my mind, the closed and censored world of Lommel TV looks a lot like what the internet could have been if it had been designed by the European Union. Time to consult the .com generation. These sixth formers are already dab hands at video editing. If they put their videos on YouTube, they could get an audience of millions. So why put them on a closed TV system where there's only hundreds of potential viewers?
Why would I show myself to everybody in the world? Like, I don't want to know other people that I don't know from Japan and China to see my ass.
With local TV, you get feedback from people you know. If you put it on the internet, some asshole goes and tells you it's crap while he thinks it's good. But here you know the people and they give you honest reactions about how it is.
If you could make your own television channel, what would be on it?
Oh, that would be cool. I will put on extreme sports, most definitely. Some humor shows, you know, like funny song videos.
Stand-up comedy and shit, and stuff like that.
What about news?
News,
yeah, it's important. Yeah, but real news, not news like, oh, Pamela Anderson got a new breast implant or something like that. No, I mean really news. You know, like war in Iraq and that kind of stuff.
The whole experiment is being run and studied by sociologists at the University of Leuven.
With this type of application, we saw that you also have an interesting boost when you have face-to-face communication attached to it. When people can see your movie and can meet you on the street and say, oh, I really liked your movie.
It's a year into the experiment and the town is preparing for a big occasion, the Lommel TV Awards.
Jimi Hendrix.
It's not exactly the Oscars, but then again, Lommel is not exactly Los Angeles. What they lack in glamour, Lommel people make up for with a kind of small-town decency. The celebrities are seated, the jury has sat, and the comedian has told all his jokes. Time to find out who's won.
En de winnaar is Baldijk West met het filmpje Buren.
It's the bricklayers and van drivers of Ballendik who revel in their 15 seconds of fame.
After the awards, some of the Ballendik West guys came up to me and said, oh, thank you, you've made me a star, I'm a star now, I felt like a star, it's just like Ken, it's just like Ken, I really mean that, he said to me.
It's time to leave, and for me, the jury's out on this experiment. The internet turned the whole world into a village. This technology turns a small town into a village, but it's a nicer village. There's very little of the profanity and violence of the web, but a lot of the fun and anarchy survives. You can see why the state loves it, but for that very reason, I'm not sure it'll ever catch on. Except, maybe, in Belgium.
Paul Mason having fun there. You may remember in the past we've invited you to send your films to New